Tigers, Cowboys means only one thing over the last few years, and I'm going to tell you what it is. But first, don't forget, enjoying our clips, subscribe to the channel, give us a like, comment on who you think is going to win, and give us the support we need. Now, what happens in these games? Since 2013, it's been meat pie after meat pie after meat pie after meat pie. The game total has exploded. It's been 60 plus over the last few seasons, which is incredible. Both of these teams had almost 50 plus point wins against each other back in 2023. And there's just been, as I said, points, lots of points. So the game total is set pretty high at 48.5, but I'm going to jump on this trend until it busts, and that is taking the over. Look, the game earlier this year, the Cowboys were actually up. The game was put to bed 32-6 with 20 minutes left, and the Tigers scored 4 unanswered tries and almost stole it, which obviously created another game where the over hit. Now, when it comes to the result in this match, look, I see that only the Tigers really have anything to play for at the end of the season. Both teams are going to miss the 8, but it feels like the Tigers are working on this culture. They're building and trying to create a winning culture at the club under Benji Marshall and with Jerome Luai coming in. Look, they're playing hard. They're going to play until the final minute of the final whistle of the final game of their season in a few weeks' time, where the Cowboys, it feels like they've actually shut off already since they got ruled out of finals contention. Last week, yes, they had a big win against the Newcastle Knights, but who hasn't had a big win against the Newcastle Knights lately? Their defense is pie, and that's why the Cowboys managed to score a heap of points and not concede a lot of points. So I'm not reading too much into that result at all. So I'm backing the Tigers to cover the 2.5 points as the favourite. Look, they've had 2 wins at Leichhardt already this season by minimum margins, actually under that 2.5 points, but this one will go over that. They'll cover against the Cowboys as the slight favourites. The game total will go over because you got to jump on that trend, and Gerald Skelton will score. He's scored 6 tries in his last 5 games. He'll get another one this weekend against a pretty tired Cowboys defense, especially once they start to leak points. So, over, Tigers, Gerald Skelton, anytime try scorer. Just remember, gamble responsibly and happy punting.